Great morning, guys. It's Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday. And the highlight of this week we've been talking about is gratitude. Being thankful for what you have and super excited and hopeful and faithful and in full belief of what's coming your way. So this morning I got to gratefully get up and show up for class, teach these incredible souls this morning. 5:15 a.m. we in there doing HIT class. So I used to get up at 4:15 for my old job. I used to have to drive out to DC. And if you're in the DMV area, you already know how that traffic is in the morning. I used to get up every day and drive to this job, which paid my bills gratefully, which I learned some skill sets gratefully, which I got to meet some really amazing people gratefully. But so when I say that I teach classes early, people are like, how do you get up that early? Easy. I used to get up all the time for somebody else. Now I get to get up every day for myself, for my own business. And it's so much easier getting up for yourself. I promise you. And just knowing that there's people at that door waiting for me to show up and let them in. So that's the topic of the morning. One thing is, my mentor always says, work harder on yourself than you do on a job. Work harder on yourself than you do on a job. What does that mean? What does that even look like? Simple things, going to bed early, getting extra sleep, right? Because we know if we don't get enough sleep, how we wake up and how we are. We know how we are. Guys, go to bed early, number one. Number two, I don't care if you hate your job, if you hate whatever you're doing. Be 100% focused in there and whatever you're doing. Because this is another thing. It's not what you're doing. It's not what you're doing. It's what you're becoming. Okay? So if we hate our job, and we half-ass doing the job, we doing a couple things here and there, then we're going to go hide behind a water cooler, then we come back out, do a little bit here and there, then we go sit in the bathroom for 15-20 minutes on our phone, then we go out and do a little bit of work, and then we go back, and and you're half-assing your job because you may not like it. It may be toxic. You may be getting underpaid, overworked, underpaid. All of that may be the true real life situation, but because you're half-assing it, those seeds, those kind of characteristics you're taking on. And mind you, how we do one thing is literally how we do everything. If you halfway showing up to a job, even if you hate it, you're going to halfway show up for your kids. You're going to halfway show up for that business venture you really want. You're going to halfway show up for yourself. You're not going to wake up to work out. You're not going to eat healthy. It's always going to be a halfway. So remember, it's not always what am I making here? It's what am I becoming here? So I see that so often, and I can honestly relate because I used to do that. I used to be the person to be that person at the job, to just do enough to get by, to just do enough to get paid, to just do enough to not get fired. But I start being that way in all my life endeavors. So it's not what am I getting paid here, it's what am I becoming here. Because I know a lot of people who would rather be doing a lot of other things, but their jobs have made them super complacent. So everything is a mindset, y'all. It's a muscle. It's a mental muscle. So if you're not using that, again, if you're not showing up, giving at least 90% of the time, giving 100% of your attention and your abilities, then it's going to start showing up everywhere. So again, the good part about that is if you have the endurance, if you have the willpower, you have the muscle to show up to a job that you may not love, but you're willing to put 100% in, God is going to bless you. If you show up to a job that you may not love and give 50%, God is going to bless you on that 50%. So if you want more money, if you want more time, if you want more freedom, if you want more with outings with your family, your friends, more travel, all of that, you got to show up 100% at whatever you're doing. Today's the day to show up 100%. The reason why is any day you choose, you can switch change the whole trajectory of your life. Any day. Any day. Which day are you going to choose to show up 100% everywhere? And once you do that, life is easy. So if you want to live easy, life is going to be really hard. If you want to live the hard way, the tough way, the disciplined way, life is going to be completely easy. It's crazy how that works, right? It's literally opposite. So stop hiding, stop ducking, stop being that person that's giving 10%, 20% contribution. Give 100%. 100% in your capacity. If you're a janitor, 100% janitor. I'm picking up all this stuff. I'm bagging all the bags. I'm carrying all the loads out. I'm more cognitive of what's going on. What day the trash flux may be a little bit higher on Fridays or Saturdays because it's the weekend. The trash influx might be a little bit lower on this day and this day. Like, I'm understanding and knowing my operations in detail. That's showing up 100%. If you're a teacher, I'm making sure all my lesson plans, all my what are they called? IPs or something like that. I need to hit Princess up. She know what that means. I'm greeting all my students as they come in. Like, yo, I'm on top of it. I'm giving 100%. Once you do that, y'all, your life is going to be beautiful. Period. But great morning, y'all. Just a little bit of morning inspiration. Some things that I've grown through that I feel like I need to share because I know will help other people. And my great mentor who I quoted a couple of times today, his name is Jim Rohn. That's another thing. Remember what he said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Mary, how do I work harder on myself? How? I work all the time. I don't have any time to do anything for myself. You drive to work, you walk to work. Hey, if you work from home, you brush your teeth in the morning, right? The first thing I could tell you to do that's going to support you in this growth is listen to positive audio. If you can listen to positive audio, not if you can, you can. Because as soon as I wake up, literally, ask Troy, as soon as I wake up, I put on Jim Rohn. I put on Mark Hughes. I put on gospel. No, most of the time I start with Jim Rohn. I keep it within like a Jim Rohn. Like this morning, I listen to Jim Rohn as soon as I wake up because, you know, on YouTube, the algorithm, they start pulling up people you usually pull up. Jim Rohn is always there. And on my way driving, you drive to work? On my way driving, I listen to positive audio. So driving, I was listening to Steve Harvey this morning about gratitude. But these are the things you can do to get those small little, it seems insignificant, right? It seems insignificant, but those small little dots. Imagine a white sheet. Imagine it. Imagine a white sheet and you put one dot with a pen. It may not seem that big, but over time, then you put another, then another, then another. Eventually, all of those little specks are going to turn into a big circle. And that's what I'm saying. That it's the daily things that we get to do that we don't do. So we look up a month, 3 months, a year down the line, and we're like, yo, what the fuck is happening to my life? You're not doing those daily things. And that's what happens. We're all going to have a consequence to what we're doing. And mind you, a consequence does not have to be bad. But if you're not doing the things that are serving you for what you want to do, not what I want you to do, but what you want to do, how you ever going to get there? It's real out here, y'all. Eyes open, ears open. It's real. So you got to work. And you got to understand that it starts with your mind. So first thing in the morning, I don't care if you got to listen to it while you on the toilet, while you brushing your teeth, while you putting on your underwear, whatever. Listen to some audio that's going to give you something, plant a seed in you that's going to make you even more powerful for the day. And show up 100%. Again, it doesn't matter if you don't like your job. It doesn't matter if your boss is treating you like shit. We all got to make a choice. Show up 100% no matter what. And it doesn't matter because God is going to bless you. He's going to bless you. And honestly, if you're in those situations, it's to teach you something so that you can get out of that and grow and evolve so you can get into the next level of your wins. But we focus on, oh, my balls. I ain't doing this shit. I'm going in the bathroom for 20 minutes. I'm going to hide behind a water cooler. And you think you're getting over, but you're not. You're hurting yourself. So stop. Show up 100% and you're going to be out of there. And the rest of them going to be still there. Okay? But you show up. But I love y'all. Peace. Have a great morning. Let's go.